Hello everybody, welcome to YouTube channel Enriched Biology. Previously we did the morphology of vegetative part of the plant, that is root, stem and leaves. Today we will do the morphology of reproductive part of the plant, that is flower. Flower is nothing, it is a modified shoot. The shoot apical meristem, it is transformed into floral meristem, and the floral, it gives rise to floral axis, and floral axis somewhat condensed. In this case, the internodes, they are short, and the flowers are borne in the axil of the nodes. In case of stem, also the leaves are borne in the axil of the nodes, but in case of floral axis, the flowers are borne in the axil of the nodes. The arrangement of the flowers on the floral axis is called as the inflorescence. It is a two type, racemose and cymose. In racemose type of inflorescence, the flowers are borne in acropetal succession laterally in the axil of the nodes. That is, oldest flower at the base of the floral axis, and then another flower, younger flowers growing upwards on the upper part of the axis. As in case of mustard, turnip, radish, there is acropetal succession, there is racemose inflorescence. In case of cymose inflorescence, the flowers are borne in basipetal succession. The growth is somewhat limited. The oldest flower is born at the top, and growth is limited on the floral axis. The other flowers, they are born, younger flowers are born at the nodes and the internodes in the basipetal succession at the lower part of the floral axis. This is called as the cymose inflorescence, as in case of coriander, and you can say dianthus, bougainvillea. Then the flowers, it is born on a stalk-like structure. It is born in a stalk-like structure, which is called as the pedicel. In some cases, flowers are attached directly to the floral axis. Then they are called as the sessile. But if they bear pedicel and the floral parts, they are born on the pedicel, then it is called as the pedicellate flower. The flower is called as pedicellate flower. In some cases, at the base of the pedicel, reduced leaf-like structures are present, which are called as the bracts. These bracts, when the flowers bear bracts, they are called as the bracteate. When they lack bracts, they are called as the bracteate. Then we come to the symmetry of the flower. Flowers, they have three types of symmetry: radial, regular and irregular. In radial symmetry, the flowers, they can be cut into two equal halves through any plane, just like in a circle, just like a ball. Such flowers, they are called as the actinomorphic. As in case of turnip, radish, brassica. In this case, actinomorphic flowers are present. When the flowers can be cut into two equal halves, but through a single plane only, then they are called as the zygomorphic. As in case of pea, beans, other legumes, they all bear the zygomorphic flower. When the flowers can't be cut into two equal halves, then they are called as the symmetry is irregular, and they are called as asymmetrical, as in case of canna. Then there are four parts of the on the pedicel. The upper part of the pedicel is somewhat expanded to form the thalamus. This part is thalamus. This thalamus bears four whorls of the flower parts in the successive order. Outermost whorl is of green colored leaf-like structure, sepals, which constitute calyx. Next to calyx are present brightly colored leaf-like structure, which is petals, and collectively they are called as the corolla. Next to corolla, androecium, that is which is composed of stamens. And next to androecium, the innermost part is gynoecium, which is composed of carpus. So now we will describe one by one. In calyx, I told you green leaf-like structures are present, which are called as sepals. They are outermost, they form the outermost whorl. They support the other flower parts and also food help in food manufacturing. And these sepals, they may be in the 2, 3, 4, 5, and they may be united, then they are called as the gamosepals. They may be free, then they are called as the polysepals. Then next is petals. Petals, they again they may be 2, 3, 4, 5, and petals they are brightly colored. They together constitute corolla. Petals may be free, then they are called as the polypetals. They may be fused with each other, then they are called as the gamopetals. In some flowers, single type of these balls are present. Calyx and corolla, they together constitute the perianth. As in case of lily flower, there is no distinction between sepals and petals. So such type of flower arrangement is called the perianth. Then these sepals and petals, they are in the bud condition, they overlap each other, and their arrangement is somewhat different. That is velvet, twisted, imbricate, and vexillary. In velvet, one end of the sepal touches the other end of the another sepal or petals. Then it is called as the velvet. In twisted, one end overlap the other and one end of the other sepal or the petal, and similarly that next sepal will cover the other end of the sepal. In imbricate, the one end of the sepal or the petal may overlap the other end, but in not successive manner. They may be irregularity. In vexillary, there is one large sepal or petal is present, which is called as the standard, which covers overlap two sepals or petals which are keel, and innermost two sepals or petals, they are also overlapped by the keel, they are called as the carina. That is called the vexillary, as in case of pea flower and all other legumes, that is beans. So this is all about calyx and corolla. Calyx and corolla, they don't directly take part in reproduction. However, corolla help in attraction of the insects, and insects visits the flower by the attraction of petals called practical petal to take the nectar. When they take out the nectar, pollen grains, which are the male gametes, they are to attach to the legs of the insects. When the insects visits another flower, these pollen grains, they are shed on the stigma of the flower, ovary of the other flower, and in this way pollination occurs. And such pollination which occurs by the help of insects is called as entomophilous. However, pollination may also occur by air. Air also carries the pollen grain from one flower to the other. That is called as the anemophilous. The next part is these two parts, calyx and corolla, they are the accessory parts. Next two parts are androecium and gynoecium. They are the reproductive part of the flower. Androecium, it is the male reproductive part. Gynoecium is the female reproductive part. In androecium consists of stamens. Stamen, the number may stamens may vary from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and more than 5 even, as in case of citrus plant. Each stamen has filament, and at the top is present bilobe structure, which is called as the anther. This anther bears the chambers, pollen chambers or the pollen sacs, which contain the pollen grains. These anthers, these stamens may be attached to the thalamus. These stamens may be attached to the petals, then they are called as the epipetalous. They may be attached to the perianth, then they are called as the epiphyllous. Then all the stamens may be free. The condition is called as the polyandrous. But when they are united, then condition is called as the synandrous. When the syn means united. However, they may be united to form a single group. Then it is called as the monodelphous. Stamens may be united to form the two groups. Diadelphous, they may be united to form many groups. Polyadelphous, as in case of citrus. Then they produce the male gametes, that is the pollen grains. Next part is gynoecium. Gynoecium consists of carpels. Carpel may be single, then it is called as the monocarpellary. Carpels may be many, it is called as the polycarpellary, bicarpellary, tricarpellary, pentacarpellary, as depending upon the number of carpel. Each carpel has three parts: ovary, style, and stigma. Ovary is the basal part of the swollen part of the carpel. It has locules which bear the ovules. Then this ovary bears long stalk-like structure style. At the tip of the style is expanded to form a disc-like structure which is called as stigma. Stigma is receptive and it receives the pollen grains of the flower. These carpels may be free, then the condition is called as the polycarpellary apocarpus. These carpels may be joined, fused with each other, then the condition is called as the polycarpellary syncarpus. So, depending upon the position of the ovary on the thalamus, and with respect to the other parts of the flower, that is calyx, corolla, stamens, the ovaries of three types: superior ovary, inferior ovary, and half superior, half inferior. And accordingly, flowers are of three types: hypogynous flower, when the ovary is superior, the flower parts are born below the ovary. And in case of epigynous, ovary is inferior, flower parts are born at the top of the thalamus. And when the flower parts are born at the tip of the thalamus from the side, ovary is half inferior and half superior, then it is called the perigynous. So this is all about the structure of flower, and next time we will do how the seed is formed and fruit is formed, how pollination occurs. I hope you might have followed, and like it, subscribe it, and to share with your friends so that they can also be benefited. Okay, bye. Have a good day.